Hi, my name is Asif Illyas, and welcome back. And these are the songs that shaped me. So the year is 1981, and this song, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic by The Police, was on the radio all the time. And I was only 9 years old in England. My parents were just getting ready to make the big trip across the Atlantic with all of us to come here to Halifax, where we've been ever since. And this song by The Police, anyone who knows me well knows that I have been a huge fan of The Police ever since those days. Stuart Copeland, Sting, Andy Summers, each equal contributors to The Police. Their blend of progressive rock, pop, punk, jazz, classical, everything came together, and all members were equal in making that band what it was. A lot of people think it was Sting, but no, in my opinion, musically and just energy-wise and just chemistry-wise, all three of them were equal contributors. This song was from the album Ghost in the Machine, which is the fourth studio album. The Police were really, I think, the best, or let's say one of the most famous rock trios in history. They pushed the envelope of pop music, hit after hit after hit. I went to see them in 2008 for the first time live, and it was incredible. Montreal, a stadium full of almost 25,000 people singing every word to every song for almost 3 hours. It was an incredible experience. This band has made waves. They've been a big influence in my career. So I'm going to try this song for you. I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm going to explain to you about some aspects of this song after I finish playing it. Just want you to hear the song first so I can give you some examples of the chord progressions and what I hear in them. So this is Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic by The Police.
Tried before to tell her of the feelings I have for her in my heart. Every time that I come near her, I just lose my nerve as I've done from the start. And every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turns me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. Do I have to tell the story of 1,000 rainy days since we first met? It's a big enough umbrella, but it's always me that ends up getting wet. And every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turns me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. It goes on and on and on. I resolve to call her brother 1,000 times a day and ask her if she'll marry me in some old-fashioned way. But my silent fears it grip me right before I reach the phone, and before my tongue has stripped me, must I always be alone? And every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turns me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turns me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. On and on and on and on and on and every little thing, 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 every little thing she does, every little thing she does, every little thing she does. Every little thing she does, then she does. to tell the story of 1,000 rainy days since we first met. It's a big enough umbrella, but it's always me that ends up getting wet.
Okay. Whew. So that song, I mean, it's a steam train. And a lot of that has to do with Stu Copeland's drum part. So I was trying to, do as many of the riffs as I could possibly throw in using that percussive technique. So this song has some amazing interplay between the chords and the lyrics. It's a song about a crush, I suppose. Someone just admiring someone from afar and trying to make attempts to get through to them, to tell them how they feel, and failing, but then being still absolutely in love and just convicted, having this commitment to the fact that this person is just up on a pedestal. And it's an incredible way that Sting made the in the verses. I'm going to take a moment here to show you how the verses. So the riff there is this. Okay, so at its core, it's a 4-chord, a 5-chord, another 4-chord. But the bass is changed. The bass notes are changed in those chords, and those are called inversions, and I'll get to that in another lesson down the road. But right now, all we need to know is that it's just the 4-chord. That's all that's happening. And these two chords have a way of setting up a conflict. So this chord and this chord, it's almost going somewhere, but it doesn't quite reach there. To me, that's the feeling of going up a hill and sliding back down, up a hill and sliding back down. So, to me, the 4-chord is this feeling of inquisition, okay? It has this feeling, it invokes this feeling of questioning for me. And then the 5-chord has a feeling of confidence. It's got this settled feeling, but it's leading to somewhere. There's confidence that something is coming up, some confidence that something is going to happen. And the 1 chord, which is the root, has this feeling of conviction, right? It's like solid, it's grounded. Some people call the 1 chord happy, but I like to say that it's got conviction and commitment because it doesn't necessarily have to be a happy song, which this song really isn't at its core. It's about someone who has a crush on someone else and thinks that this person is magical and amazing, but they can't get there. They tried and they've picked up the phone to call and all of that stuff. So there's this dark undertone, and the Police had an incredible way of doing this. These multiple layers. Sting songwriting has this multi-layered approach, and that's all it was. So that feeling of conviction, that settling, which is what the chorus is. The chorus is that every little thing she does is magic. Very simple, very catchy, but it's sad. Okay, so when we look at these chords, okay, we've got the 4-chord and then the 5-chord. Okay, and then we've got the 6 in the bottom and then the 8. So those are inversions. I'll get to that another time. But basically that gives that it's going up the hill and then coming back down. Because in the lyric, he's trying to get through to this person, right? So the way I see it, it's like this. So here we have a little car, and we've got the 4-chord. Though I've tried before to tell her of the feelings I have for her in my heart. See the question, that confidence, trying to get away up the hill, the struggle, right? But every time that I come near her, I just lose my nerve, as I've done from the start. conviction there. It's happening. It's happened. It's a major chord. It sounds happy, but he's basically going, I lose my nerve every time I try and do this. It's the same way every single time I do this. So at the end of the day, the song is a sad song, but it has very, very happy chords. But it is the interplay between that inquisition and confidence and questioning. It's that conflict and then resolution. Because resolution doesn't necessarily mean positive. It could mean we've come to a place and we know what the situation is. And so in my approach to songwriting and even listening to other music, it's really fascinating to see when songs work. And some songs really work well that way between the lyrics and the chords and the chord progressions. And so in the course of this series, I'm going to kind of show you about different chords and feelings and how they are heard to me. And you might have fun checking out other songs and listening to them with those deeper layers. So I hope you'll join me next time, and we'll dive into to more of this. And sometimes I'll just play a song. So just because I love it. And I really want to thank everyone for joining me here. And since I'm doing this a different way here and ending with my lesson, I'd love to ask you guys to please, if you could, go over to my YouTube page, Asif Illyas Music, and hit like and subscribe and the bell button and all of that stuff that the YouTubers talk about, because I'd like to eventually move things over to YouTube, and because I can easily notify people when I'm going to do another episode or whatever. So I hope to see you there. Once again, thank you very much, and have a great day wherever you are. Cheers. Bye-bye.